In the golden morning light of Xigang, Tainan, the fields stretched far and wide with rows of sesame plants adorned with their distinctive cone-shaped bundles, whispering promises of a fruitful harvest. Mr. Chen, the beloved Sesame Master, stood amidst the lush greenery, subtly nodding to the rhythmic song of crickets and the gentle rustle of leaves singing tales of the past. For eons, this soil had cradled his family's dreams, and now it was his turn to nurture that legacy. In Xigang, sesame wasn't just a crop, it was a heartbeat syncing the old with the young, the past with the future. Mr. Chen, transitioning from a humble farmer to a successful entrepreneur, grasped this essence dearly. His sesame products, cherished and sought after, adorned the finest shelves across Taiwan. Yet, despite their wide-reaching fame, these seeds held stories rooted deeply in Xigang's earth. As the harvest commenced, Mr. Chen, alongside local farmers, took to the humble fields with age-old tools and spirit as bright as the sun. Underneath the sun's warm gaze, they tapped the dried sesame pods over large tarpaulins, eagerly watching each seed tumble like tiny black jewels. Each seed holds a story Mr. Chen would impart to the young farmers, highlighting the importance of precision and patience. Modern machines could hasten the process, but they often frazzled tradition and left half the harvest to waste. Thus, the resolve to cling to the teachings of their ancestors, to harvest by hand. The labor was intense, yet the farmers moved like dancers to a choreography they intimately knew. Dust and fragments of sesame pods danced amid the air, sticking onto sweaty brows, clothes, and hair. Nevertheless, the rows of dedicated workers persisted, their practiced movements crafting a symphonic ode to tradition. As Mr. Chen observed the growing pile of seeds shimmering under the noonday sun, his heart swelled with pride. Their toils were coming to fruition. After the joy of a generous pod lay empty, the initial sifting began. Through coarse nets, the farmers carefully filtered away larger debris, twigs and leaves, revealing seeds still spotted with earth and the occasional insect, a testament to a flourishing ecosystem. Where there are bugs, life thrives, Mr. Chen would quip with a knowing twinkle. The final stage, the fine sifting, was an exercise in endurance and delicacy. With steady hands, the farmers encased the seeds in finely meshed sieves, shaking them in harmonious rhythms requiring both skill and strength. Joining his friends and colleagues, Mr. Chen moved deftly, his formidable arms guiding the sieves like the conductor of an orchestra. The repetitive motion gnawed at their muscles, but as the mound of pure, glossy sesame seeds expanded, their spirits soared with accomplishment. As the sun began to retreat, taking its golden glow and leaving behind the peace of eventide, the farmers stepped back to admire their collective effort. Mr. Chen took a moment to appreciate the gleaming mountain of sesame before him, a tribute to tradition, tenacity, and togetherness.